welcome back to Python programming series. This is there in VTU in first semester. This is part 4 video from module 2. Before starting, if you are new to explore electronics, then subscribe to it for more VTU syllabus explanation. Let us start with the topics covered in this video. Tuples. Tuples are used for grouping data. Tuple assignment. Tuples as written values. Composability of data structures. These are all the topics covered in this video. Make sure you watch module 1 and previous parts of module 2 before watching this video for better understand. If you know the basics, then you can easily understand the advanced concepts. Let us start with the tuples are used for grouping data. We use the tuples for grouping the data. Let us see in the example. Tuple groups multiple values into one compound value. In the example, year born is equal to Paris Hilton and 1981. We have grouped two data together, which is done by tuples. Got it? Let us see the general tuple, which is separated by commas. Each value is separated by commas, usually in parentheses. You can see the parentheses here. For example, Julia is equal to Julia, Roberts, 1967, Duplicity, 2009, actress, Atlanta, and Georgia. These are all the values in the Julia. Empty tuple. What is mean by empty tuple? Empty tuple means I have taken only the parenthesis. Value, you can see there is no value inside the parenthesis, which is called as empty tuple. Why we use this empty parenthesis? Let us see. Helps Python know where tuple start and ended. Why we use parenthesis means where exactly the tuple started and ended. To know that we use parenthesis, especially for nested tuples. Nested tuple means tuple inside the tuple. To know that, to identify the nested tuple, we use parenthesis. Got it? Tuples are like records, can store related information together. Here, year born, we have Paris Hilton and 1981. These two are related data. We can store together. Got it? We can store the related information together like a student record. A student has the name, roll number, the place, everything. Got it? And how to access the element in that tuple? Using index. By using the index, we can easily access the particular element in that tuple. Let us see an example. Julia 2. I have taken Julia 2. 2 means 0, 1, 2. It will go and check the second index and give the output as 1967. Very clear how to access the tuple? By using index. Got it? And the tuples are immutable, which means it cannot change the elements once the tuple is created. Once the tuple is created, I have already created the tuple which is Julia. I cannot change it. Got it? I cannot change the 0th index. If I want to change, it will show an error. That's why it is called as immutable, which is not changeable. Modify by creating new tuple. Same as string. In strings also I have told you, string is also immutable. If I want to modify anything, I have to create a new string. Likewise, in tuple also, we have to create a new tuple to modify it. Combine slices of old tuple with new data. For example, Julia is equal to Julia 3. I have taken till 3 plus eat, pray, love 2010 plus Julia. From 5 it will start. Let us see. Here Julia 3. It creates a slice of the original Julia tuple from the beginning up to 3, but not including the index 3. Got it? Here eat, pray, love 2010 is to creating the new data, new tuple. We are creating the new tuple here, and Julia 5 is for creates a slice of the original Julia tuple from the element at index 5 to the end. And plus operator, we have used the plus, which is to concatenate, which means concatenates these three tuples and together to form a new Julia tuple. We combine these three tuples to form a new Julia tuple. Got it? This is how we have to create a new tuple. We cannot modify anything because tuples are immutable. Let us see one more example. Single element tuple needs a comma. If I want to take tuple is equal to 5, here we have to take the commas to separate the items present in the tuple always. That's why we have to use the comma. Whenever I take x is equal to 5, it will show an integer. It is not a tuple. That's why you have to use comma to separate the items present in the tuple. Then only it means it is a tuple. This is a integer. Got it? And whenever you take single element tuple, you have to use the comma. This is very important step. You have to remember this. Tuple means tuples are immutable sequences. It can be indexes and sliced. It can be indexed and sliced. You can see here in the example, I have used slices, and it can group the related data easily. I can group the related data easily in the tuples. Okay, very clear. The next concept is tuple assignment. Assign values from a tuple to variables in one line. That is, I have values here. I can assign the values to the tuple variable. Got it? This is a variable. I have assigned these values to that tuple variable. Very clear. Name, surname, year of born, movie, year movie, profession and birthplace. These are all the values that I have, and I have assigned these values to the tuple variable. Very clear. In single line I have assigned. Got it? Equivalent to multiple assignment statements. This is equal to multiple assignment statements. For example, instead of taking birthplace is equal to Julia, profession is equal to Julia, I am assigning in single line. Very clear? Number of variables must match number of tuple elements, which means these are tuple variables and that should match the number of elements present in the tuple. Tuple packing. Combine the values into a tuple. For example, Bob is equal to Bob, 19 and CS. We are combining the values into a tuple. This is tuple packing. Tuple unpacking. Extract the tuple values into variables. Let us see. Name, age and studies is equal to Bob. Here, when I access the name, it will come as Bob. When I access the age, it will come as 19 and studies CS. Got it? This is unpacking the tuple. We can easily swap the variables in the tuples. Let us see. A, I have taken A and B. I have assigned B to B and A. A, B is equal to B and B. In this case, temporary variable is not needed. And left and right side must match in numbers of elements. For example, if I take 1, 2, 3 and 4, I am writing in words. It should be equal to the right hand side. That should be also in words. 1, 2, TW2, THREE3. Like that it should be, or else it will show an error. Got it? Both should be equal. Left and right side must match. Here tuple assignment means it is very fast and clean multiple assignments. I can assign the multiple variables to the single tuple, and useful for swapping values. It is very useful for swapping values. It works only if counts match. If the counts match, then only it will work, or else it will show an error. Very clear with the tuple assignment. And the next topic is tuples as written values. Functions normally return one value, but we can return a tuple to give multiple values together. We can see multiple values written in tuples, but in functions we can see only single value. Here, get multiple related results at once, like highest and lowest scores of batsman in this example, and mean and standard deviation, year, month and day, number of rabbits and wolves in ecological models. We can see these multiple related results in at once. That's why we use tuples as written values. Let us see an example. Return circumference and area of a circle. Import math. We are using mathematical operations here. That's why import math. And define circle stats r. Here function takes radius r as a input. Circumference is equal to 2 into math dot pi into r. This is a formula to find the circumference, and area is equal to math dot pi into r. Pi into r square. This is to calculate the area and return circumference and area. It will calculate and return the circumference and area together. Got it? Tuples as written values. It will return two values together. Got it? Which are circumference and area together. Here circumference area is equal to circle stats 5. We are using tuple unpacking here. If you understand the previous example very well, it will be very easy for you. Print circumference and area. It will calculate the circumference and area here based on the given formula, and it will print circumference and area together. It will return these two values together. That's why we have taken the tuples as written values. It will return multiple values together. Very clear with this example? Here, tuples lets a function return multiple pieces of related data at once. In this example, we have taken more than one value. We have taken more than one value in single tuple, which means it will return the multiple pieces of data, which is related data, at once. Very clear with the tuple as written values. And the next concept is composability of data structures. Tuples can hold other tuples, lists, or any Python data type inside them. A tuple can hold any type of data, that is the tuple, list, or any Python data type inside a tuple. Let us see an example. List of students with their subjects. I have students here, which is John, Husi and Jess. These are all the student names. Along with the subjects they have taken, they have enrolled. Computer science and physics is for John. Maths, computer science and statistics is for Husi, and computer science, accounting, economics and management subjects are for Jess. Got it? This is the student names along with the subjects they have enrolled. And nested tuple example. Let us see an example for nested tuple. Movie star information with full date of birth and movie list. Let us see. Julia, more information here. Julia Roberts, 8 October 1967. The actors are Atlanta, Georgia, Duplicity 2009, Notting Hill 1999, Pretty Woman 1990. Here we have taken the information of Julia, more info, that is Julia Roberts, 8 October 1969. She is born in 8 October 1969. And other actress, that is Atlanta, Georgia. Here the Julia Roberts is the actress name and the profession is actress. She born on 8 October 1967 and in Atlanta, Georgia. The movies she acted in: Duplicity in 2009, Notting Hill in 1999, Pretty Woman in 1990. These are all the details, the data of Julia Roberts, which is the best example of nested tuple. I think you are very clear with it. Here, tuples can contain tuples, list, strings and numbers, etc. Tuples can contain any type of data in Python. They are heterogeneous. Elements can be different types. I have told you the elements can be different type. Here I have used a word, a number. It can be different type. Useful for grouping complex related data. This is very helpful whenever we use complex related data. Very clear with the composability of data structure. It is very flexible. Tuple is very flexible. For this, we can use any type of data. This is very flexible, right? This is all about composability of data structure. And these are all the topics covered in this video. Tuples are used for grouping data, tuple assignment, tuples as written values, composability of data, and data structures. If you found this information helpful, then subscribe to Explore Electronics and share this info with your friends. And thank you very much for watching. See you in the part 5 video, that is about lists.